Well, I don't know that she's calls herself a princess, but we have, yeah, I know you do have a crown and a sash. We have Miss Clatsop County 2019 here, Miss Ranisha Speed, who coincidentally is actually from Tillamook. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm going to very quickly, unless you want to describe why you're from Tillamook and you're Miss Clatsop County.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's actually a very simple answer.
So Clatsop County has a Miss America preliminary scholarship program, and the rules state that if you are in a neighboring county that does not offer a scholarship program, you can participate in the county that does.
Yep.
So Clatsop County scholarship program includes Tillamook County, Clatsop County, and Columbia County.
Mm-hmm. And coincidentally, the Tillamook County Rodeo Queen will be on Monday, and she is this, I think she's from Columbia County, but same thing. She's the Tillamook County Rodeo Queen, and the Rodeo Queen from last year is from a neighboring county as well, because there's not enough applicants from here. So any county that is neighboring is allowed to participate as well. So welcome.
I think that's great.
Yeah. Let's talk about your background.
So
Where did you go to school? Here's the thing. I know Ranisha, so now I'm like, I know all these answers. I know you personally. What do you like to do in your spare time?
I'll be sure to share something you don't know.
Oh, okay. Yes. Because I don't know you that well. It's not like I'm your sister. I'm sure knows a lot about you.
So I graduated high school at the age of 16, and I went to...
See, I didn't know that.
I was born and raised in California, but I went to Virginia to attend an HBCU, Virginia State University, and study psychology. Mm-hmm. So after that, I worked for a couple years in Virginia, and then I relocated and moved on to Oregon. And now I find myself here in Tillamook, where I work for Near Space Corporation, mm-hmm. which is an aerospace company. A lot of people don't know what we do or...
Yeah.
That we do aerospace in Tillamook. They're like, what? That doesn't happen here. Yeah.
It's NSC Aero is usually, it's kind of how it's abbreviated. It's over at the port.
Yeah.
I have always wanted to know, by the way, is it off a Long Prairie? Is it the big long driveway to get there?
It is. So it's the one in between the sheriff's office and UPS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a sign. And I've always wondered, because then you look and I'm like, well, where's the building? It's a long driveway.
People think it's the airport.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Because it looks like you're driving that way. And you just you're working on your master's, or you just got your master's?
I am working on my master's. I have 2 classes left, and I'm getting my MBA in HR management. Mm-hmm. So that's what I do at Near Space. I am a recruiter, and I kind of focus on process management. And by the way, we are hiring. We're looking for a test range operations manager. And that really focuses on a background in business development, flight testing, and unmanned systems.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, NSC Aero is a really cool company. They were doing, I think, weather balloon testing.
High altitude balloons.
Yeah. And UAVs.
Yes.
And not also called drones. My husband hates that they're called drones. He's military.
Vehicles.
Yeah. Unmanned vehicle. UAV. Yeah, so could check it out. How do people, nscaero.com, or what's the website?
Yep, www.nsc.aero, and that's AERO.
Mm-hmm. .com?
Nope.
No,
.aero.
Just .aero. That's it. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a fancy.
That's what we do.
Yeah. How did you get involved with the Miss Oregon pageant, Ranisha?
That is so funny that you asked me that. So obviously I attend Oregon Coast Dance Studio.
Yes.
Which is owned by Lisa.
Yes.
And
she is one of my adult ballet dancers.
And I walked in, it was October 30th, and I see this orange flyer on this bulletin board.
Which I happened to be standing right next to.
Yes.
Right? I was standing right there.
And I'm reading it, and I'm like, what? This flyer is advertising the preliminaries for Miss America in Tillamook? Mm-hmm. I thought that was the strangest thing.
And I said, hey, you should do this. There's scholarships involved, because I knew you were in school. And I thought, well, that'd be kind of cool. And you're like, all right. It was literally like the cutoff was the next day or something, or that night. And so you called and they were like, yeah, sure.
I had a day to figure out if I wanted to be spontaneous. Mm-hmm. So what I really thought about, I always tell people, it kind of just happened by chance, or I was either going to do something now or not at all. Mm-hmm. And I am 24 years old, and this is the last eligible year I'm able to compete. Sure. So if I was going to make this decision, I had to make it in one day.
Right.
So thinking about it in the long run, I was just like, well, either I'm going to have the opportunity to say, oh, I had the chance to compete in the preliminaries for Miss America, or be able to say that I did, whether or not that I win. But the real hooker is you get scholarship money just for participating.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the ultimate goal. And somehow I'm an overachiever.
An overachiever.
Because look at me now.
That's right. And I do want to note that they call it is, I'm going to talk about the difference between Miss USA and Miss America, but they do call it the Miss Oregon Scholarship Program.
Correct.
Right? Not, I think most of us probably think, oh, Miss Oregon beauty pageant. But it's really the different things that you're judged on it's so vast. There's so many different things. You have interviews, do you have to do service? You have to do community service as part of the prelims, right?
It's not a requirement, but there are additional awards for it. But that's what we're all about. So there's 4 points to the crown, which is style, success, scholarship, and service. So that's what we represent, those 4 things. And that's what the program is all about. So service is what we do. We want to make sure we're out there serving our community. That's what we're all about. And so that is an opportunity to gain additional scholarship money by calculating how many community service hours you have.
Oh, sure.
But as far as the phases of competition, there's interview, there's on-stage question, and then there's evening gown and impact statement. And then there's talent. Yeah. And they're all weighted differently.
I want to take a second and describe the differences. So usually... And I thought it was, I knew it was different, but I typed in Miss Oregon and Miss Oregon USA popped up. And I said, I can't find your information. And Ranisha said, because you're not on the Miss Oregon, Miss America site. So Miss USA and Miss America are similar, but they are different. I'm going to find here. I did find it very interesting that the Miss USA pageant or competition started in 1952 as a marketing project for Catalina swimsuits. That was very, very interesting. Miss America, which is what your program is, started in the 1920s and is a scholarship program for young women.
Yes.
Right?
So it's the largest scholarship program for young women, and it's really an advocate for women in education. So that's what they're really focused on. There is kind of the stigma that women in beauty pageants aren't as intelligent as they could be.
Right.
But the Miss America program really focuses on women who have a background in education, who are looking to go a lot further in their career. And there is also additional scholarship money for women who have high scholastic achievements.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I also think it's interesting that the Miss America pageant, which is what we're talking about, is run by a nonprofit. So it's a nonprofit organization. So you competed in the Miss Clatsop County pageant in January. Was that the end of January?
January 26th.
Was it the first one?
Yes.
It was, yeah. And then the Miss Oregon pageant will be at the end of June, and I will find I have the dates right here. Also, it's in Seaside, so it's super doable.
Yes.
Right? It's an easy drive up there. So it starts on Wednesday, June 26th with Wednesday and Thursday are preliminary scholarship pageants and competitions. And then, did you say Friday there's nothing?
So no, there is competition on Friday. So there's broken up into the Miss category and the teen category. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are all preliminary competition dates for Miss and Teen. But we compete at different times and on different...
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
So for Miss, we compete on Wednesday and Thursday. We do 2 out of the 4 things that I listed on each night. And then the teens will have their final night on Friday as well.
I see.
And so on Saturday is the big night when we're all on stage. We all introduce ourselves. We perform our opening number.
Right.
And then they announce the top 10.
Is it a different opening number than the first competition?
It is the same one.
Oh, it is? Okay.
So if you don't
it should be nicely polished, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Saturday, June 29th at 6:30 at the Seaside Convention Center. You can get tickets if you just go, is it missoregon.org? Is that what you said?
Yep,
right.
missoregon.org.
Yep, and it's right there on the top page. You can click the Get Tickets link. And it would be awesome to have a huge group of people there supporting you.
I think so, too. And if people want to come, we can get them a Better Me shirt.
Oh, yes. So let me take a quick break, and then we can talk about your...
social initiative.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was going to say impact statement, but I knew that was not correct. Summer means family camping trips and weekend barbecues, whether you're on a family vacation or dishing up potato salad at your neighborhood party. The team at Tillamook Regional Medical Center wants you to stay safe this summer. For you grill masters, remove grease and fat buildup on the barbecue to avoid fires, and keep grills away from structures, decks, and high grass, and make sure kids are kept at a safe distance. There were nearly 17,000 grilling-related ER visits in 2014. If you're headed to a sunny picnic or gathering, apply sunscreen with at least SPF 15. 1 in 5 Americans will get skin cancer in their life. Wear a hat and sunglasses to protect your face, neck, and ears. UV rays are strongest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And don't forget food safety. Potato salad, condiments, and other food should be kept out of the sun and on ice to avoid spoiling or bacteria growth. Thank you, Tillamook Regional Medical Center, for wanting to keep us safe, happy, and healthy. I have Ranisha Speed here this morning. She is Miss Clatsop County 2019. And yes, let's talk about your social initiative, The Better Me.
Yes. So
Which, by the way, we are both wearing inspiring shirts today to inspire people to be better. Is that right?
Yeah. My shirt says, make your dreams happen.
That's right.
And what does yours say, Lisa?
Mine says, get up, be awesome, repeat, I think, right?
That. Yeah. I probably should have read your shirt. All right. So every candidate has to choose a social initiative that they're passionate about or a cause that they want to support throughout their entire year of service and be able to take it to the Miss Oregon Scholarship Program as well as Miss America. Mm-hmm. And so, I kind of struggled with mine because I'm passionate about a lot of things that impact my life personally, such as student loan debt or just overall well-being of individuals.
Sure.
And so my social initiative is The Better Me, which is a nonprofit that we created in December while trying to come up with a platform to support. And it's a group of friends of mine who came together, thought about what it's like to live in different communities and what are some of the challenges that people face.
Sure.
And we realized that a lot of them are lost or hopeless, or they don't just know what next step to take. Mm-hmm. So throughout the few months of developing this program since December of 2018, we went ahead and decided that this is going to be a mentoring program geared towards young adults, kind of ages around 16 to 28, and really focus on helping them make that transition from high school into adulthood and prepare themselves for college, life, and career readiness.
Absolutely.
And I think that's something that's needed in every community, regardless of how it's executed or what the prime focus is.
Right.
It's something that will benefit from young people and older people. And the thing is, I love about this program, it's based out of Richmond, Virginia, which we're running a pilot phase of 6 different phases.
Oh, cool.
So the first phase is intro, and that's where you get to know who you are, and we get to understand who you are and help you figure out what you need to do to be successful in life without everyone else's opinion.
Right.
Build that confidence in yourself. And the second phase is competencies. Really understand what is it that you're good at? What is it that you need help with? So we can all work together and help you on it. The third phase is interest. The interests are, what are you interested in doing? How can we help you? Yep. What do we need to do? What resources can we pull together to make that move forward?
Sure.
And then the fourth phase is life. And the cool part is I got to go to Virginia last weekend and go see the program. And I was able to speak at, during the life phase and kind of just talk to them. And what they did was focus on money management, building a budget, understanding your finances. And we talked about credit.
Yep.
A lot of people don't understand what credit is when they turn 18, but they're receiving all kinds of credit cards.
Oh, yes. And I remember being that 18-year-old and feeling like it was free money almost,
Yes.
And yeah, you're getting a bill, but the bill could be, depending on how big your bill is,
right.
The minimum payment isn't it looks real, a $50 minimum payment. I can do that.
Right.
But you're never going to pay off that credit card, especially if you continue to use it. You're never going to pay it off at $50, or it might take you 10, 15 years. Lord knows how much interest you're paying on that.
Right, which can damage your credit if you can't keep up with it. So we were able to educate them on that element and kind of break out into work group and sessions and kind of just talk through it, find ways to save money. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And people are very passionate about speaking up. There is more and more participation every single week. So the sessions are every Thursday from 6 to 8 in Virginia. And so we're spending 2 weeks on each phase to kind of feel out the program and see what we need to do to iron it out and kind of bring it to different states. So that's the fourth phase. And then this week they're focusing on the college and career readiness. So they're going to, they had a session last night where they brought in a business owner and they talked about their experience and how they started their business and how they grew up and the different choices that they make. So they gave out 3 different factors that every successful person needs to be successful, which I thought was great. And so the last phase is to give it back. So after we feel like we've prepared you for everything that you need in life, we want you to do the same thing for someone else. Don't just take knowledge and hang on to it.
Right.
Be gracious with it and share that knowledge.
Yeah. Pay it forward.
Exactly. So that is the 6-phase program that we have implemented in Virginia, and we're looking to bring here to Oregon eventually and kind of start this process.
I think that's awesome.
I think so too. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. I went on, The Better Me is on Facebook, and I see pictures, and I thought it was really cool because yesterday's program, they covered some of the top careers that you can get without a degree.
Yes.
I think that's really cool because you don't have to have a degree to be successful in life.
You don't.
No. I mean, obviously it depends on what you want to do. If you want to be a teacher and that to you, that's what success means, then, and you want to work in a school district, well, then yes, you need a degree, but you don't have to have one to own a business or, there's a lot of things you can do without a college degree.
Right. So one of my sponsors, Blueprint Solutions, who does all of my social media and marketing for me, they, the founder of that organization, he didn't have a degree, but he started his own business and is running it successfully. And he's able to speak fluently to customers and gain business and traction and really put himself out there. And he doesn't have a degree. And I thought that was just awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
People are living proof that you don't need it.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and I think, I see memes on Facebook all the time that say like, instead of forcing me, I don't want to say forcing, but instead of requiring me to have calculus or algebra in high school, why not have a tax, how to prepare your taxes, how to write a check. Now, I remember, and I am older than you, but I remember in high school in my senior year, we had, I want to say it was an economics class, but they did teach us how to write a check because when you're 17, 18, you don't know how to write a check. I do remember practicing that, but I don't think anyone ever told me how to do my taxes or even explained kind of what taxes were. It's like, that's something that the adults take care of. Well, when you're 18, technically you're an adult and you're not on your parents' taxes anymore as a dependent. So you're responsible for them yourself.
Right. So I think that's important. And so we're going to try to figure out what it is that people need at that particular age range that they're in and kind of just work that into the program.
Yeah. It's a confusing time to be, graduating high school and everybody has these expectations for you. There's a graduating class tonight. It's Friday, right? Yeah, tonight. THS, Tillamook graduates tonight. Neocani graduates tomorrow. And I think Nestucca graduates next week. And some of those kids know what they want to do and some don't. I remember graduating high school and just kind of like, well, I'm going to go take general education classes at the community college, but I don't really, quote unquote, know what I want to do.
Right.
And yeah, I also remember going grocery shopping for the first time and realizing how expensive food was.
That's scary. I still get scared in the grocery store. Like so much. I always go in hungry. Not good.
No. And go with a list because then you only buy what's on the list and you don't like, here.
I know.
Yeah. I have to take another quick break. We're going to talk about Rosenberg's. Where do you go to find almost anything you need for home improvement? I'll tell you where. Rosenberg's. Rosenberg's has been your local connection for anything you need to build and finish your house to perfection. Carpet, cabinets, paint, electrical, plumbing, nuts and bolts, fencing, windows, doors, and so much more. All those items in one place, but that's only part of the story. What really makes Rosenberg's your stop for home improvement is their people. Their knowledgeable, friendly staff is there to help you through any project. Any question from what paint you should use to how to install a new shower valve, you can get the help you need to do it right the first time. Stop by Rosenberg's today to rediscover what you've known all along. It's better to shop local and work with great people you can see every day. Build it, plumb it, wire it, paint it. Rosenberg Builder Supply, Tillamook. I'm here with Miss Clatsop County 2019, Ranisha Speed. We just have a few minutes left, and I wanted to give you an opportunity because you blew everybody out of the water with your raffle basket at the preliminary Miss Clatsop County. Thanks to your mother.
I know.
But, that was a pretty amazing raffle basket. And are you looking for folks to donate now? And I know you have a very specific theme you're kind of looking for, right?
Yes. So my theme for last time for Miss Clatsop County was the Tillamook experience. Since the competition is held in Seaside and it's in a different county, I wanted people who were not local to Tillamook to be able to have that Tillamook experience Thanks, Mom, who is not local to Tillamook.
True.
So,
but it also exposed, I mean, Salty Raven had stuff in there, Lucky Bear Soap, Pelican, The Chamber,
yes,
the Creamery, Werner's. Yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
And it was worth $500 and it sold for over $1,000, which I thought was amazing. So thank you everyone who supported.
Yes.
For my theme this time, for my Miss Oregon basket, it's going to be focused around career college readiness. And so as you were mentioning, you know, Tillamook High School and Neocani, they're all graduating this weekend.
Yep.
So with them in mind, thinking about what they may need when they're departing off to college. So I was able to get a sponsor this morning to donate a laptop.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
That's
so
amazing.
Blueprint Solutions is going to donate a laptop. And we're looking for other things, maybe books or a scholarship voucher or just, you know, kind of something that they can use towards college. Notebooks. I think it'll be in a clear backpack.
So, cute. You can see what's in it.
Yeah. And kind of just something that'll prepare them and set them up for their dorm or their residence hall, kind of just prepare them for that. So they don't have to stress out too much. It'll be a little relief on the parent as well.
Yeah, that would be great. You know, if someone's listening or a business is listening and thinking, I'd like to participate, you know, you could donate $500 for books or even $100 for books. Because, man, textbooks are, one textbook could be $250 depending on what it is.
Right.
And you use it for one semester. That hurts. That's like a big, yeah, you got master's books that you're working on.
I know it.
That's a big chip out of your pocket. That's really cool. When do you have to have all that done by?
By June 23rd.
Okay.
So all of the scholarship
3
money.
3 weeks-ish.
Yeah. So all of the scholarship money from purchasing the baskets goes towards the Miss Oregon scholarship program. And that will help fund the scholarships for the winner and any scholarships for participants, as well as funding anything with the program. Yeah. Which was really important because I didn't understand that in the beginning. It was really important because now as a winner, all of those funds that everyone supported through the donation of gift baskets have now supported me on my journey as well.
Right. Again, the Miss Oregon pageant is in Seaside. The big night, the final crowned Miss Oregon 2019 is Saturday, June 29th at 6:30 at the Seaside Convention Center. You can get tickets at missoregon.org. It would be super awesome, yes, to get a big group of people to go up there and support you. I'm going, so other people should go too.
And let me know if you want a shirt.
Yes.
The Better Me shirt.
Yeah, so we can support you all as a group.
Yes.
With the Better Me. We find other Better Me people and then we just sit together. Right? We have I still think that we should get big faces of you on sticks.
When I get my headshot, we will.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I'm down. Okay. I will have one. Is there anything else you want to mention? I'm looking at my list here. I think we talked about everything.
There is a People's Choice.
Oh, yes.
So there will be a link on my Facebook, which is Miss Clatsop County 2019 Ranisha Speed. And you'll be able to vote for me. It does cost $1 per vote, but all of the scholarship funds go towards the scholarship program.
Yeah. And if you just, in Facebook, if you just put in Ranisha Speed, RANISHA, your personal profile comes up, and then right below it is the Miss Clatsop County. So you don't have to type out that whole long thing. You can just put your name in.
Only you can see my personal profile.
Oh, well, we're friends and that's okay. Hey, thanks for coming in this morning.
Of course.
Oh,
thanks
and
for
you
having
will
me.
see her in the parade, right? You're going to be in the June Dairy Parade.
On your float.
On the Oregon Coast Dance Center float. That's right. On Monday, we will have other royalty here because the Tillamook County Rodeo Queen will be here. Don't forget, senior meals, 11:30 at St. Mary's by the Sea in Rockaway Beach every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also noon every weekday at the Kayawanda Community Center in Pacific City, as well as the Tillamook Senior Center at 4th and Stillwell. Costs us $3 for seniors and $6.75 for everyone else. This weekend is the opening of Tapa's newest comedy, The Odd Couple female version. Friday and Saturday, well, tonight and tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Unger and Madison are at it again. Florence Unger and Olive Madison, that is, in Neil Simon's hilarious contemporary comic classic, the female version of The Odd Couple. It's a slight twist to the original, but the hilarity remains the same. Tickets are available at tillamooktheater.com or by calling 812-0275. As I mentioned, tonight is the Tillamook High School graduation at the Sioux Durr Dairy Barn at the fairgrounds, and tomorrow morning is the Neocani graduation. And tomorrow, the Tillamook Senior Center is having a flea market and rummage sale from 9 to 3. That is over on Stillwell, adjacent to Safeway. Ranisha, thanks again for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, Tillamook, for listening.